Wait for the review. Good morning, my neighbors. Isn't she pretty? Selma, you good? It's Joel Bradley, the director of JBPS. I know it's been a long time. If you're wondering where he's been, Broski chopped them books and finished chopping them books, but didn't finish learning, hopefully. Apart from that, Yo Broski's been depressed. Yo Broski's been down in the dumps. And so, yeah, man, that's where I've been. I just woke up today and I'm like, yo, let me just do a vlog. Since I'm alone. It's been hard. It's been hard. Let me just preface that. Let me preface this by saying it's been hard to feel this, whatever it is that I'm creating. Kind of turned it into clockwork at some point, and I wasn't feeling whatever it is that I'm doing, and the passion was just not there. Yeah, but we still here. We glad that to even be doing this really means something to us. As random as this vlog is, there is purpose. There is purpose to it. Basically, I'm taking you guys through what it would look like if I lived alone. All right? Let me say this. I've never lived alone, but this is what it would look like. Just the day-to-day, I guess. You understand? Since I have the opportunity, I just want to show you guys like that my character when it comes to such. A couple of activities to be done, but first we slept on the couch. So I'm basically on a typical day. I'm in my bed. Since I took Lala for bed, kitty and our beddings and stuff. My philosophy for when I'll be living by myself is just like whatever is comfortable to me, right? Like that's what I'm on. Shoved nicks. The idea of me being a dude is it's beautiful. But the funniest thing, the reason why I'm saying like I bring up the idea that I'm a dude is like there are no like super crazy, what you want to call them, like face routines that I do, bruh. I'm just bare minimum, just rough soap, you know, and a wash and a wash towel, like that one, that's my routine. Yeah, type B. But also like funny enough, whenever I wake up in the morning, I'm never a big person of like washing my face. Like I never put water on my face. I just wake up like that and just go through the day. Because here's the thing, I have a reasonable explanation for this. I hate whenever I've woken up, I touch my face with water, and so my face becomes dry. After my face becoming dry, I later have to apply like oil or something because I've washed my face. But then my whole body is like still, you know, in that funk. It's not washed. It's you understand. So it's like I have two body parts. You understand? So like it's so oil, it's so heavy for the day, and then but sweat nuka and stuff, which is just like life. Shout out to Tyler because I always love how she does her like get ready with me in the morning. Like Tyler Joel, Hastings, me Mathia watu wenye unini brush meno kabla breakfast. Sijae leo. Like so you mean you finna get it ready, like, you know, fresh and clean, and then dirtify it. How? Tell me why, sir. Right, let's get to it. I am a very minimalistic person at heart. I really see myself in this life that I have created in my mind, especially when I'm just by myself and I'm able to do my stuff. A lot of these outlets of creation, like the one I'm doing right now, and also just working on my stuff. Yeah, that's basically the things that I do. at the end of the day, yeah, when I'm with people, I just be in my room and be doing my stuff. And so you could see the difference of like me being alone. There is a difference of me being alone and me just being able to like 10x that. Cause I don't know if this is like a childhood trauma thing, but it's just the idea that I never really want to overstep, especially in people's spaces. So I guess that's why if you understand that, you understand that. It's a delicate dance for me. So I have to, make sure that I'm not being too much. But also like if I'm by my lonses and like, bro, it's just me, but we can be all of that. We can be that and a lot. That's basically like the premise of me living alone in a car, a lot of just freedom. I don't know if like I'm oversharing, but I just want you to understand like Enyok Somokweli, he wasn't really a good place. He still isn't, but at least anajaribu. Yeah, it's crazy because I have like, this is badly dedicated to a lot of these stuff, like mental health type of stuff. But sasa hadi hapo, it's like I no longer even feel it or even believe in it, and so sucks. I'm a pretty minimalistic person at heart. Dai nini nikakoge kakangu, ya? Waelewa kukoga nini? Na ukiingilia pale kwa ufalme wa vyura. Do you remember those Kiswahili stuff that you used to write it on like Insha? Yeah, like I don't know, like if you wanted to describe like you're going chow, this G like ufalme wa vyura or something. I don't know if it's true. It's chura vyura. Me that's G. Yo, that's in my past. But like, yeah, I'm finna go take a shower real quick. Come to now you see me. Now you don't. Now you see me. Now you don't. And your body is a movie, and I hope you feel the same. But you're insecure, woman, you're insecure. Baby, you're so insecure. I'm insecure. Baby, you're so insecure. I'm insecure. Sishughuliki. Jirani na kuchungulia kwa dirisha na angalia ni nini huyo kijana anafanya. Cutting your breakfast. So instead of making a cup of joe, I have to make a cup of kericho. When I went back home and I was like with my mom, it reminded me of this culture of like waking up each and every single morning, and the first thing that you do, you have to like lazima utengeneze chai yenye familia itakunywa, yenye people watakunywa. So I missed that sense of communal living. Ile yenye like you have breakfast together, you guys have lunch together, you guys have supper together and stuff, which I realized was important, is important. I don't know, maybe if like Kosha is or the city culture, I'm a shy core. Like if you have been previewed to like city culture, like everyone is dead on hustle culture. Everyone is dead on that. The way people act, the way people act in a more like, because me, I come from a very, very simple environment, bro. Like very simple. Very. You know everything about your neighbor. You know, like your neighbors, kukuza neighbors na kuamsha type bro, siku zingine ng'ombe za neighbors nakuja kwenu kwa kulia nyasi. That's where I'm from. And you can call it primitive, yeah? Uko mbali hata nikulete karibu. You can call it primitive, unaweza iita kenye unadai kuiita, but I feel like bado wako na hiyo human touch yenye most people wanakosa huku. Well, si eti wanakosa, but certain people are just too busy to have. So it's sad, but that's just me. And you can throw stones at me, cool, but take out the log in your eye. Yeah. Sudi. Yeah, so like even in my household, personally, I would want to just keep that culture alive, if that makes sense. So like waking up and making my own tea. For me, breakfast feels boring. Very, very boring. Whenever like naamkanga na feeling it like it's a chore in a sense. And so for me, I'd prioritize making breakfast fun again in like my home. Ndotuni enjoy. Because here's the thing, I do not indulge in spreads like that. Like I don't. You see, because of, I don't know if you can see, but you see this thing. There's fucking breakouts and pimples and stuff. And I really stopped from high school. I was like, hey brother, this one. Anyway, this one, So yeah, I cut off putting spreads on my bread and stuff. You know, if you got point where your idea of just chai and like bare bread, it's very monotonous. Unless I've baked my own bread, of which that is also something that I'm gonna be doing. I guess I'm in love with the idea of cooking. I'm not like super good at cooking, but I'm nice with baking. Yeah. I've baked in the past, but I'm nice with it. I'm not good, but I'm nice with it. Ooh, another thing. This feels random. If you're still with me, thank you for being with me. Another thing would be I've just envisioned the whole idea of just juices as juices for breakfast, and I'm not like saying juices, blended mango, those type of juices, like very natural, very wholesome, very whole fruits. Acha jana nileka mingi. Guy, wapi kichungi? Relax. I got you. Come to end it. Kunywi chai. This tea is hot. If you understand the reference. Yeah, man. I'm not someone who really indulges in shows like that. I don't watch a lot of TV. And so, just to give you a kind of sneak peek of how I'd want to build my life, I'm one person who, let me just reduce that, but I'm one person who, I love the idea of like very, very communal spaces and a little bit of silence. So like just being with people, but also just less and less of distractions. I honestly think like having a TV is a distraction. That's just my opinion. So for me, I'd rather a projector so that I can project like, if I want to watch something, I just project shows from it, but nothing like, not like a physical like flat screen, because I don't know, I've noticed like in all the places that I've lived, less and less do people actually use their screens. If I'm not on my phone, I'm on my laptop, on the laptop and stuff. What is the point of having like a whole screen and you're not like actively using it? So just rather a projector. And also it cuts back on distraction. I feel like it genuinely cuts back on distraction. Like I wouldn't be super tempted kuja kuwasha understand, to see like I'm making use of it. You know, if it doesn't even exist, I'm just gonna be like, oh, whatever. I mean, Taongods until, although they are really powerful projectors, like I haven't even finished that thought, so dream one and Misema Evil. But I don't have to wait up until late in the evening ama time when jua isha set ndo sasa niwashe projector, although there are some projectors that are bright enough to be visible during sunlight, like daylight. Unanielewa? Yeah, but I'm just one person who likes to keep a very open, airy type of space. I'm a minimalist at heart, so that's gonna be very evident in like my own way of living. But kitu moja lazima is a sound system. Aki. Iyo hakuna kunegotiate. Like there's no negotiating, bro. I have to have a sound system. You trying to tell me that throughout the day I ain't gonna listen to nothing just because I ain't got a TV? Get out of here, cash, bro. Yeah, man.
Good night to you, most of all.
Jane, please stop kissing the ketchups.
Never!
Good night, Kevin.
Aw, Kevin.
Rudy?
None of them are named Rudy.
No, look, it's Rudy. He must have come for dinner after all.
Rudy, come in! I mean, actually, don't come in. We're coming out. I gotta go take the soup lasagna out of the oven.
Basically, I'm editing this freestyle that I did yesterday. You know, in the midst of me being down and all, at least I got this like push to write something. We recently, like, we're still going through the morning phase of it all, but we lost a very important leader, especially to our country and stuff. So I wrote something along those lines. So this is just me editing that, and plus I have to, the reason why I'm even like dressed up is because I'm supposed to also film the short for it. Yesterday I recorded like kituka saa 5 usiku, which is weird when the inspiration just sparks and you're like, let's do this. So this is now me kind of going through editing it. Ndo sasa tunaweza fanya the whole thing. Hopefully the goal is to have it posted by today, because I don't know if it's today he's being laid to rest or can cash. I'm not sure, but yeah. So it's a little bit past lunchtime. We went to buy groceries and something else. And takeout. Yeah. I'm from buying those two. To be honest, I'm not a fan of lunch. But mostly the idea is I've been indoctrinated in that thinking of like Kuinama culture, of which I saw on a reel by a kind of world news, it's usually DCW or something, but it's a global news provider. They were doing this story of like the Kuinama culture is not like a Kenyan type of thing. It's also in many areas like other universities in like Situnator Kuinama in South Africa. They also have this version Situnator Ulu something Ulu I don't know I don't know. Yeah, but they have their own version of like Kuinama. So nimezoea too. Should I give you the law of that? I should give you the law. The law of that is the idea that well, most students or university students are not able to access healthy foods. And the healthy foods that they are able to access are pretty steep in terms of price. So aside to it is like nani akona do ya kukula lunch kila siku. A second side to it, hadi ukiwa the cheapest available options for you are actually not that beneficial in terms of like nutrients and stuff. I say this all to say that nimezoea the idea of just skipping lunch and stuff. Yeah, so nimeenda nikabai takeout. My go-to takeout inakwanga chips masala. That gets me. Yeah, if I'm living alone, probably I'd make time to actually make meals. Ooh, like napendanga siti napendanga, but I love the idea of cooking. I love the idea of cooking. I love the idea of cooking where you take on recipes that you've never heard of, you've never experienced, you've never actually gotten the chance ya kuipika. Unazichukua alafu sasa unazitengeneza wewe mwenyewe. So like a friend of mine or someone I used to know, she used to do this with their sister. So together they would go on Pinterest, search for a recipe, this and this and this and this and this, gobble them together and actively cook them out. That is one culture that I'd love to adopt in my own home, where bro, I'm gonna be looking for like each and every week I'm just gonna try a new dish and just cook a new dish. Like today, it's not new, but today ndawapikia sisi ndawapikia ndajipikia chapati bro, chapati fam. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be eating. So like usiseme eti he's just like taking out, like he's only doing takeout and stuff, like he doesn't even, you know. Yeah, but I do once in a while. I do. So now I'm cooking my favorite meal, chapati, and I believe kuna beans somewhere. On that note, I think acha nichemshe those beans first. This is how it looks. Nikutamanisha guess.
They lost her. No, but we hate it so much we want it back now. To make fun of. Literally, but it's endearing. Instead of co-pilot, they could have just done Clippy and everyone would have loved it. Yeah. It could have been awful. We would have liked it, but it's Clippy. It's Clippy. Give him a chance. Yeah. He was bad originally too. He's got a face. I have such a good segue. Okay. In that video, she talks about like her arc of her first year of being an independent creator, where she monetized her channel with the ads that are built into YouTube, and then she also proceeded to start doing brand deals and how she goes through that process. And that I talked about that exact arc in the Adversary interview, where creators on all platforms kind of go through a similar arc. Yeah, cut out the age with the because you did Dust Resistance, which was really extreme.
This is ready. It's time to make some chapati. I know it's pretty early, but the only reason why I'm starting right now is because I am a early eater. If I'm living by myself, I finna make supper by 7, 6 something. But also the idea is it's a painstaking process. Not painstaking, but like it's a, you know, and I'm also solo, so yeah, multitasking. So nahitaji nianze mapema, and at least by the time 6 inafika, see it and I'm munching.
Wow. Okay.
That's
question
not
number 2.
bad.
It's not that bad.
After prime numbers.
Yeah. What was or what is Xiaomi's mascot? 1 point for the name, 1 point for the thing itself.
How can he hear me with these headphones on?
I got X-ray hearing.
I need some eyeglasses. That's what they call them in America. Eyeglasses on, and I'm now using the belt sander to just weaken those spot welds. What I'm trying to do is to come off. So we're going to cut a line here, and then the reason we're going to cut here and not somewhere up here because this still looks okay is because this is a nice area to join on because it's like flat and you can hide it quite nice. I'm gonna let Jack do that in case I snag the inside and then that'll be a big problem. So give it the strength that it needs, but now it needs to go up in the ramp and we need to remove the wheel because there's even more parts that we need to replace underneath the arch. We're having to cut off way more. We can get the bits off which are damaged and use parts of this to create a good one. So we're essentially making a nice piece instead of you'll see what we're going to try and explain. Another question you might be asking is after we've got off all of these damaged parts, how much is it going to cost us to replace them with? And what are we going to replace them with? This is the time. The second-hand inner structure beats the BMW M3. A lot of people think you might need a jig for this type of work, but as long as everything is in measurement, which it was, there's no reason to use a jig for this type of work. Then 67. Now, all of this is on, and you can see the holes that we drew down, and I'm going to say spot welding. The whole side of the car. As you guys know, we don't need the whole side of the car. So Jack's now cutting off the parts which we do need, leaving it with a bit of overhang. Whoa! Oh my god! Look at that! We then got to take the side piece off, put some back on. You can see it lines up perfectly. Get the door and put the door on as well. We need to make sure everything lines up.
While our main guest, Chapati, is resting, we finna get started on the bean side of stuff. Yeah, man. So, it's time to cry. These are onions. Cut your kulia.
Only one of them was detonated, which means that
shit as well. The main idea of groceries in nilikuwa nimeenda kubuy this thing. I don't know how you call them. I know it's a capsicum, but it's a variation. Sindio, what is the name? Tell me. Or to research. Yeah, so I went and bought that. Tunyanya. Kanyanya will do. Yeah, man.
Now I've got the bumper holder on and bolted to the side of the car. I can start to fit the second-hand rear bumper which I got from a breaker's yard. But we just test. Looking so good. I can't believe we actually have a quarter panel on and we've managed to repair all the inner structure as well. But we don't want to celebrate too early. Next up, we've got to get the side skirt in place. Dialed. Then I'm going to be taking out these seats. Because I bought myself a little treat, which you'll see. One BMW M3 the comfort seats.
Yeah, these are OS handles.
Windscreen, which just fits perfectly. Now I'm onto the rear parcel shelf.
God.
Sound deadly goes in first. Then it's held down with these plastic screws. Plastic trim, and then the rear seat belts go on top of that. Once they're in, slide in the front bit with the speakers on. This is a bit like I've never seen this before. Instead of the damper actually holding up the boot,
I told you. I told you. Look at that.
So we made the executive transform the look of it way better.
Last time he was a bit confused here because he didn't have a bed.
Yeah, but we brought him a bed and he just... Are you cold? You have a jacket.
Well, maybe we can do this one, and then we can take a bit of a break, and then take some windows and walls and stuff like that. We'll put some pictures. Yeah.
I feel like That's really
Just how they make it.
That's so cool.
I know. And they're all different from each other. And every single piece is different.
That's cool. Let's see what.
Yeah, you can see like they have like a big crane here. What the heck?
I know.
This looks like real wood.
It's kind of crazy.
Stretch. Measure.
Should we do a transition?
But the big
Done.
one was a little bit
Or
here,
at least
and then this.
oil.
Ethan's trailer. Off it goes. Yeah. Cheers, Ethan.
Finish this one. Taking this street from there.
Come close when you're number one.
Put it over there. Do you think it's gonna go well?
Look at that. Look at that. Smoiks. Look at that.
Address that by digitally shadowing them somehow. So another really interesting aspect about this is that they wanted to stay true to the geography and the geometry of the
Margo is pretty nice. It's just such an easy chapati. Slaps.
Somebody's like, what if we just did it our way?
Device is ready.
Particle effects.
all of the smoke and particles we're seeing are interacting with the flow of their motion.
Thank you so much to anyone who has actually watched this video. I'm really grateful for being here with me. The journey is, I'm trying my best. I was really pushing through a lot today. A lot of good came out of it. Maybe this is going to turn out good. But thanks, man. Pray for me, man. I don't want to lose my passion. I want to lose the heart that I have for this. I don't want to lose the feeling of joy in whatever I do, whatever I make, and whatever I create. And right now, I'm not feeling it as much. Very soon, you'll get to understand me. Very soon, you'll get to see me. But yeah, good night. See you soon.